We're talking hospitality, and the hospitality side now of that announcement from the Chancellor, Rishi Sunak, in the last hour. There's a cut on VAT for food, accommodation and tourism, down to 5% until January. And there'll be an Eat Out to Help Out discount in August for meals between Monday and Wednesday of 50% or £10 per person. Let's talk about this and the implications that it has for the sector with the Chief Executive of the Faversham Brewery, Shepherd Neame, Jonathan Neame. Jonathan, thanks for joining us. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Does the Chancellor's speech make you more optimistic now?
Wow, yes, it does. I have to say I'm absolutely blown away. I'm just reeling from the fantastic shock. He's been the star of the show throughout this crisis, always made the right calls, given the right interventions, and I think this will give a huge sense of optimism to the sector.
A massive sector, particularly here in Kent, of course, because we are very highly reliant on hospitality, on tourism as well. On the face of it, then, this should help get you through to the new year, to January. Will that give you enough of a start to get by without extra help after then, if that makes sense?
Well, time will tell. This is coming in straight away. It's a bigger support than we were expecting. We had hoped for a VAT cut, but this deep is very significant. There is a chance that tourism and hospitality can have a late summer boost now. Of course, the real challenge is reassuring people that we've all got safe spaces. We've only just opened a few days. Take for most places is way below last year, but it's a start. And, this and hopefully improving consumer attitudes and greater control in the disease means that over the next few weeks and months, we can get footfall coming back to our various premises. And if we do, I'm very confident we can look forward to a good staycation summer next year. So this is a bridge and a lifeline that gets us most of the way there.
What we need, I suppose, now as well is a little help from upstairs and more days like a couple of weeks ago, and not the weather that we're having today, to be honest with you, as we head into July, August, and then, of course, September.
Yeah, weather's a huge footfall driver for us, but obviously confidence too, and normally businesses like ourselves and all the wonderful castles, cathedrals and attractions in Kent, they rely on inbound tourism. That's not going to be there this year. So what we really need a collective effort from the people of Kent to say we're going to rediscover the joys of our home county. We're going to get out there. We're going to spend some money and revisit all those wonderful places that we've been unable to do so in the last few weeks.
And the Eat Out to Help Out vouchers, is that something that your pubs will take part in?
Absolutely. I've never heard anything like this before. It's quite extraordinary that the government is subsidising to the tune of 50% the opportunity for people to go out for a meal. Well done, Rishi. Absolutely fantastic. I'm sure every outlet will wish to participate in it. We need to see the details, of course. But if this is a way of helping confidence come back into our society and normalising the sort of human connections that we have, then I'm all for it.
And helpful as well, because Monday to Wednesday, traditionally quieter days and evenings of the week for the sector.
Absolutely. And I think this is a way in which some of those many people in our society are very apprehensive about going out at the moment. They may think places will be busy. Well, they're not. But if they do think that, then come out earlier in the week when things are traditionally quieter and see for yourself whether the environment is reassuring and whether you feel comfortable, whether we've put the right measures in place. The feedback we've had over the weekend has been really positive in that respect, and people are very impressed by the measures that we've taken, as have others.
Now, of course, Jonathan, that sadly you've had to furlough staff by definition of the circumstances in which we've been living in. There's now this job retention bonus of £1,000 per employee who's brought back from furlough. Will you be able to bring back every furloughed member of staff?
Well, the whole purpose of furlough is job retention. It was extended to the end of October, and now there's a further incentive through into the winter. So if the revenues can get back to near normal levels, yes, that our objective has always been to try and retain our teams. That's the purpose of this. And, bit by bit, the flexibility of the scheme allows you to bring back team members, in waves or on a flexible basis. And this is kind of a further extension of that same philosophy. So fingers crossed we can do that. And that would be an amazing outcome if it were the case.
Jonathan, thanks for joining us this afternoon. Thanks for your time. That's the Chief Executive of Shepherd Neame, Jonathan Neame, here on BBC Radio Kent.